Yes, I love Pride Month. Pride is something very important to every LGBTIQ community. I think most of the straight friends of mine also love that month because they get to go for most of the parties and they don't have to worry about anything else. I don't want it to become a freak show. I'm extremely sorry. I think I might get a bit of a backlash for that. I think some of the people or some of the organizations are taking this as a freak show, which it shouldn't be. I actually didn't come out. I am quite against the coming out part. How do you identify yourself? It's just a small part, like being LGBTIQ, that the feeling is eternal, like you can't change it. So I don't think that has to be on a poster or the slogan of your life. They didn't want me to take part because they thought it was too much for me or I can't do it, but they think that you are a sex worker. Especially when you come from a family which is very, very orthodox. Hi guys, this is Tymo here with you with Light 87. Personal experience with Pride, yes. Personal experience with people, yes. Personal experience with the country, yes. All three yeses. And Pride, yes. I think it has become more vocal and people are getting to know what Pride is, but unfortunately it's not reached out to more than Colombo. So I would prefer in the future it will pass on to out of Colombo as well. Well, I've met plenty. Personally, as I was talking to you before the interview, I am quite against the coming out part. But yes, there are people who didn't know about the community as per se or the people's feeling, have realized it is also a feeling that they share not only with their body, it's with their heart and soul. So they have realized it and they have been more supportive than they used to be before, and some of them have even come out. How do you identify yourself? So some people will say straight, some people will say anything, like it's up to their belief, right? So at the moment, if just say I'm talking to a straight person, he will not gonna go and tell their parents or friends, guys, I'm straight. And they're not gonna come out. Why do you want an LGBTIQ person to come and say that to their parents, their friends, and make it a headline or the highlight of his life? It's just a small part, like being LGBTIQ, that the feeling is eternal, like you can't change it. So I don't think that has to be on a poster or the slogan of your life or something that you need to be celebrated so much that you don't celebrate anything else in your life, come on. Like being gay or being lesbian or transgender, one of the LGBT community member, it's like I said, it's a preference. Being straight is a preference, like that being gay is a preference. That's it. Whole of my family, all of my best friends, everyone stood against me to take part in a local pageant which was happening in Sri Lanka to it's a pageant to choose the winner as a representative for Mr. World. And I stood against them. I thought they were feeling, they didn't want me to take part because they thought it was too much for me or I can't do it, but I stood against them and actually I took part in it. Any pageant you go to, especially a very well organized pageant, you need to go with a project from your country. So at the Mr. World Sri Lanka, I took the, me being as bold as I am, I took the project of LGBT community in Sri Lanka and the rights and why the rights and the law is important, or what is the feeling is important. I spoke about it in my personality round openly on an open live interview, and then from that they started to dislike me, and I realized it, and then I didn't win the pageant, and I know the reason for me not winning, not even being placed in first 3 is because of that, but they gave me other answers. As I said, that it's a learning point and a good lesson. And higher pageant, meaning Mr. World is considered to be a part of Miss World. So there is a pageant called Mr. Supranational, considered to be as higher as Miss Universe for men. So after that, they were following me right throughout, and they said, why didn't you win and why this is not happening? And then they actually asked me to come. They did like direct interview and asked me to come, and I represented the country that year and got placed 6th in all over the world. So I think everything is a lesson, and something happens for a reason, you know. Well, they are very vocal. They are not silent. They, unlike other countries, they don't stand back. If they have to talk, they talk. That's what I love about them. They don't take a back seat. I actually didn't come out. I'm sure that is not necessary with my looks and behavior, but the thing is, my mother found out obviously through my computer and open Facebook profiles and everything. My father found out, I think, after I got into the relationship, and relationship with my mother was very good after she got to know this. And at the same time, I was having a girlfriend for the name's sake. So the first advice what she gave me in Tamil, I'm from a Tamil family, so what she said is, you can't put both your legs in 2 different boats and think that it will sail into one place. You need to choose either one, otherwise you are the one who's going to be unhappy. So then she quite knew which side I'm going to choose, and she was very happy about it and very supportive, but my father wasn't. Basically, they think when you are part of the LGBT community, they think that you are a sex worker. Especially when you come from a family which is very, very orthodox, like Catholic or whatever, Buddhist or Hindu or Muslim or something. The moment you say that you're gay, or they find out that you are gay, that means the first thing what they ask, do you go for money? First thing, they think that we are selling sex. Second thing, they will ask is, if you're a boy and they don't understand what's gay is, they say, are you going to become a girl? So they don't know the lines between transgender, gay, lesbian, that they don't understand at all. So these are the 2 questions are often asked. Even sometimes I have heard from so many girls as well. The moment they say that, ma or dad or brother, I'm gay, I don't like boys or whatever, the first thing they ask is, so you're going to become a boy? Like, no, not at all. I don't know whether you guys know this. I have spoken about it in another show as well. In Tamil, there is a thing dealing with day-to-day life stuff. You have several stages, which is Sama, Peda, Dana, Tandam. That means Sama means you deal it peacefully. Dana, that means you vocalize it or try to provide the issue. Dana means it's a stages of the last one will going to be very harsh. So when it comes to a very, very physical kind of abuse or whatever, if they try to beat you up, you beat them back. Don't even stop, because if they think that there is no law to correct you, there is no law to protect them as well if you punch them back. I think Pride is not something that has to be celebrated in one particular month in the year. It's basically for me like Mother's Day, Father's Day or Christmas Day. You know, it's I feel Christmas, of course, it's a festival, but Mother's Day, Father's Day, like April Fool's Day, it's I don't want it to become a freak show. I'm extremely sorry. I think I might get a bit of a backlash for that. I think some of the people or some of the organizations are taking this as a freak show, which it shouldn't be. It is a celebration of freedom. Unfortunately, we don't have that freedom. We are cherishing it by at least partying or something in this particular month. I hope by doing that partying or something will not tarnish anyone's reputation or life, because there is a possibility it can happen. It's a downside of it. On the plus side of it, or a good side of it, is it may be one chance for someone to open up. Yeah. And yes, I love Pride Month. Pride is something very important to every LGBTIQ community. I think most of the straight friends of mine also love that month, because they get to go for most of the parties and they don't have to worry about anything else. And good food, which is important, and good drinks. So Pride Month is good. The message what I would like to give for this Pride Month and Pride Year maybe, just be yourself. Just don't think about what other people think, which I have never been. I have never worried about what other people say about what I do, where, or what I say, which I think kept me something very unique, and I haven't changed myself a bit from, I think, from small days. I have been who they are, always curious, always mad at some point, always stupid sometimes, or dumb. So I think it's all stages, and be who you are, that's what it matters, and do not try to change yourself, or don't get influenced by a TV show which can show you only the good side of this LGBT community, because that can be a downside for you also, because you getting influenced by a drag race or a TV series which is happy, glitter, glitter, that doesn't mean the whole life is going to be there. Your life is going to be having ups and downs every day. You need to be up for that.